Let's solve this problem together. We have x squared minus 5x plus 7 to be equal to 0. And we want to find x minus 2 to the power of 30 plus 3 minus x all to the power of 30. Now for us to begin, now let's start with the unknown equation, which is x minus 2 to the power of 30 plus 3 minus x to the power of 30. So this is the equation we are looking for. From here, let our x minus 2 be equal to m and our 3 minus x be equal to n. So this equation becomes our x minus 2 is m. So we have m to the power of 30 plus our 3 minus x is n, and we have n to the power of 30 will be equal to dash. So this is the equation we'll be looking for right now. So let's go back to the known equation. So let's go back to this equation here. We have x squared minus 5x plus 7 to be equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. We can split this number here to have x squared minus 5x. We can split our 7 to have 6 plus 1, which is equal to 0. So let's have x squared minus 5x plus 6 to be equal to minus 1. We have x squared. When we split our minus 5, we have minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 to be equal to minus 1. So from here, we have x to be common. So we have x. We are left with x minus 2. And we have 3 to be common here. So we have x minus 2 left, and this is equal to minus 1. Let's pick the common variable out, which is x minus 2. We have x minus 3, and this is equal to minus 1. So when we multiply both sides by minus 1, we have minus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 3 is equal to minus 1 times minus 1. So we have x minus 2 times 3 minus x is equal to, this will become positive. Let's recall from the beginning of the problem, we named x minus 2 to be equal to m, and we named 3 minus x to be equal to n. So this will become, our x minus 2 is m, so we have mn to be equal to 1. So when we add these two equations together, we have m to be equal to x minus 2, and we have n to be equal to 3 minus x. So when we add these two together, we have m plus n to be equal to 1. When we square the both sides of the equation, we have m plus n all squared is equal to 1 to the power of 2. We have m plus n to the power of 2. When we expand it, we have m squared plus n squared plus 2 times mn, and this is equal to 1 to the power of 2 is 1. But our mn is equal to 1. So we have m squared plus n squared plus 2 times 1 is equal to 1. So we have m squared plus n squared plus 2 is equal to 1. From here, we have m squared plus n squared to be equal to 1, and these two moving over, we have minus 2. So our m squared plus n squared is equal to 1 minus 2, we have minus 1. So let's name this equation 1. Let's record the previous equations we have. We have that mn is equal to 1. Let's name this equation 2. And we also have that m plus n is equal to 1. Let's name this equation 3. So from equation 3, let's take the power of 3 to have m plus n all to the power of 3 is equal to 1 to the power of 3. But let's record the cubic expansion of a plus b all to the power of 3, which is equal to a to the power of 3 plus b to the power of 3 plus 3 times ab times a plus b. So this our equation, its expansion becomes m to the power of 3 plus n to the power of 3 plus 3. Our AB is mn. We have m plus n, and our 1 to the power of 3 is equal to 1. We have m to the power of 3 plus n to the power of 3 plus 3. Our mn is equal to 1. We have m plus n. Our m plus n, which is equation 3, is equal to 1. And this is equal to 1. So we have m to the power of 3 plus n to the power of 3. We have 3 times 1, which is 3, and is equal to 1. So our m cube plus n cube is equal to 1 minus 3. And our m to the power of 3 plus n to the power of 3 is equal to minus 2. So we'll name this equation 4. So from here, let's multiply both sides by minus 1 to have minus 1 times m cube plus n cube to be equal to minus 1 times minus 2. But let's recall that our m squared plus n squared is equal to minus 1. So this will become, our minus 1 is equal to this. So we have m squared plus n squared, and we have m cube plus n cube to be equal to minus 1 times minus 2. We have 2. We multiply this through. We have this times this. We have m to the power of 5 plus we have m squared n cube plus we have n squared times this m cube plus n to the power of 5 is equal to 2. When we regroup this, we have m to the power of 5 plus n to the power of 5 plus we'll factor out m squared from here, and n squared to have n plus m is equal to 2. So this will give us m to the power of 5 plus n to the power of 5 plus we have mn all squared, and we have n plus m, and this is equal to 2. But let's recall equation 2. We have that mn is equal to 1, and equation 3 we have that m plus n is equal to 1. So we have m plus 5. We have m to the power of 5 plus n to the power of 5 plus our mn is 1. So we have 1 to the power of 2. Our n plus m is 1. We have 1, and this is equal to 2. So we have m to the power of 5 plus n to the power of 5 plus we have 1 times 1, and this is equal to 2. So our m to the power of 5 plus n to the power of 5 is equal to 2 minus 1. So we have m to the power of 5 plus n to the power of 5 to be equal to 1. So let's name this equation 5. Let's square both sides to have m to the power of 5 plus n to the power of 5 all squared is equal to 1 to the power of 2. So when we expand this, we have m to the power of 5 all squared plus n to the power of 5 all squared plus 2 times m to the power of 5 times n to the power of 5, and is equal to our 1 squared is equal to 1.